Okay, guys, I'm going to give you a quick lesson on tablature. John, I've given you this at your house, but I'm going to send you a lot of these songs when I show them to you. I'll also send you the tab forms of them, and you've seen them in the church paperwork what they look like. But this is kind of just a quick breakdown of how tabs work. Brian, when you see this, like this over here, this is what the neck of the guitar would look like on paper. This obviously up here is the nut, the top of the guitar before where the headstock is here with the strings. These are just your strings. Like I told you, this is the thickest. This is going to go the low E, the high E. I'm sorry, like the thin string is string 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so forth. And this is the thick string here. When you look at it on paper, and that would be your low E, and then it goes to the A string, the D string, the G string, the B string, and E string. So when you look at this on paper, this is kind of how it's going to look like when people are doing tabs for you in the music books. Okay, let me just. I'm trying to do this backwards. This is tricky with this pencil, but this would be your first fret here. This would be the second fret, like you know how the dots are on the next, third fret, so forth and on. Can you see this? Maybe go back a little bit. So that's what it looks like. Now, over here, okay, here, I kind of drew a lousy hand, but this would be your hand, your left hand, if you put it out in front of you and just had facing you. Your index finger, right there would be finger 1, middle finger, finger 2, ring finger, finger 3, pinky, finger 4. Okay, that's your left hand looking at you. So when you look at, the reason why I'm showing you this, you must be saying, what's this about? So when you see something like this in a book or in my paperwork, you'll understand what it is. This would be a D chord, Brian, on paper. So when you see this box, you go, what's all these X's, O's, and these numbers and these lines? Well, this is what this means. This is going to be fret 1, fret 2, fret 3. Saying that the guitar, if you took the guitar and just placed it right in front of you and you were looking at the fretboard. Okay, so this would be a D chord. When you see an X, means you do not play those strings. You mute them or don't play them. When you see a 0, means you play that string open, and you know what an open string is. Now when you see these numbers, that means that this is where you're going to put your fingers. These dots are where you're going to put your fingers. And remember the numbers over here, middle finger, ring finger, and index finger. So on this, for instance, is a D chord. So your first finger, which is your index finger, where it says number 1 here, you know that you would put number 1 right there on the second fret on that string, which would be your G string. Okay. Number 3 is your your ring finger. So number 3 is going to go down here to the third fret on the B string, which is the second string. And then up here, you're going to see a 2, which would mean your middle finger is going to go on the second fret right here on that dot. So that would be a D chord. When you place your fingers, just follow the numbers and put them where they belong on the frets. You're going to see a D chord, and that's what a D chord looks like on paper. Okay, so it's just a little simple basic recipe here for tabs. Okay, and I know it's kind of basic and it's a yucky diagram, but I just wanted to get you the hang because I just learned a song for you, Brian, and I'm going to learn one for you, John. I know you like the Counting Crows and stuff like that, so I'm going to try to pick one of those songs out that are pretty basic, so you can stop playing a couple of songs that you guys enjoy playing. Brian, I did find a Grateful Dead one, a really good one. I think I'm going to send you, and I'm going to go over it with you. And it's a very basic song, and a lot of the Grateful Dead songs are tough, but at least this one, you'll be able to play it and say, I can play a Grateful Dead song and enjoy it and play it very easy. Anyway, hope these are very simple lessons for you to follow. And that would be it. I just want to give you a little lesson, so when I send you over the tabs, Brian, on the paperwork in a Word document, you know what you're looking at. So when you follow the Word documents where the chord, what I'll do is above the words where the chords are going to change, you'll see a D, or a C or a B or an A or whatever the chord may be. So you know when you're following the words, you just change the chords when you see them above the verses. Okay, and we'll go over that in the next lesson. All right. Cheers, guys.